Greek mythology is a tapestry of stories that have been intricately woven into the fabric of modern storytelling. At its core, Greek mythology comprises a collection of myths and legends from ancient Greece, providing insights into the human condition, the natural world, and the divine. These stories offer timeless archetypes, such as the hero, the trickster, and the tragic figure, which continue to resonate deeply in contemporary narratives. The enduring significance of these myths lies in their ability to explore universal themes like love, betrayal, courage, and fate, making them a perennial source of inspiration for writers and creators globally. In modern storytelling, Greek mythology serves as a rich wellspring of material for character development, plot structures, and thematic exploration. For instance, films like Disney's Hercules offer a vibrant retelling of Hercules' legendary 12 labors, retaining the essence of his heroic trials while making the tale accessible to a younger audience. Similarly, Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians series cleverly reimagines Greek gods and demigods in the context of contemporary life, drawing in readers with its relatable protagonist and dynamic adventures. These examples underscore how Greek mythology can be adapted to fit modern settings while preserving the core elements that make these stories compelling. Enthusiasts and scholars alike often point out that Greek mythology's timelessness stems from its exploration of fundamental human experiences. Proponents argue that these myths provide a shared cultural lexicon that enhances storytelling by tapping into archetypes that audiences instinctively understand and relate to. Additionally, Greek mythology's adaptability allows creators to explore complex themes such as identity, morality, and destiny in diverse and innovative ways. However, leveraging Greek mythology in modern storytelling is not without challenges. Some critics argue that these adaptations could oversimplify or misrepresent the original myths, potentially diminishing their depth and cultural significance. Others raise concerns about cultural appropriation, particularly when mythological elements are used frivolously or without a nuanced understanding of their historical context. Additionally, audiences may feel fatigue from the frequent rehashing of these stories, posing a challenge for writers to present fresh and engaging interpretations. Despite these challenges, the influence of Greek mythology on modern storytelling is undeniable. Its archetypes and themes interconnect with other facets of storytelling, enriching character arcs and narrative depth. By offering a bridge to ancient wisdom while allowing for contemporary reinterpretation, Greek mythology continues to shape the stories we tell and the way we understand them, ensuring its enduring relevance in an ever-evolving narrative landscape. The influence of Greek archetypes on character development is a fundamental aspect of modern storytelling, deeply rooted in the rich narratives of ancient mythology. Greek archetypes refer to the recurring symbols, themes, and character types that emerged from Greek mythology. These archetypes have persisted through time, shaping narrative structures and character arcs across various mediums. They serve as universal templates, such as the hero, the mentor, the trickster, and the shadow, that provide contemporary stories with depth and relatability. The significance of Greek archetypes in character development lies in their timeless appeal and ability to resonate with audiences. They offer familiar frameworks that storytellers instinctively utilize to evoke emotional responses and explore complex human behaviors. By embodying primal instincts and universal truths, these archetypes connect the ancient with the modern, making stories both accessible and profound. In practical terms, consider the character of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, who embodies the hero archetype. His journey of self-discovery, moral struggle, and triumph echoes the trials of ancient heroes like Perseus or Hercules. Another example is the cunning and disruptive characteristics of the trickster archetype found in characters like Loki from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, inspired by similar figures in Greek lore, such as Hermes. These characters are compelling because they embody age-old narratives, ensuring that stories remain both fresh and familiar. Supporters of this idea argue that Greek archetypes provide a narrative shorthand that helps storytellers convey complex characters without overwhelming exposition. They argue that these archetypes are adaptable, lending themselves to reinterpretation and reinvention to align with contemporary themes and societal issues. However, potential challenges or critiques include the risk of over-reliance on these archetypes, which may lead to clichés or stifle creative innovation. Some critics advocate for the diversification of storytelling beyond Western archetypes to include a broader range of cultural narratives. This thematic exploration is intricately connected to the broader discussion of Archetypes of Old Greek Mythology in Modern Storytelling. It emphasizes that the endurance of Greek mythology in literature, film, and other media forms is not merely about retelling ancient stories, but enriching new ones. Through the lens of character development, audiences can see how the fundamental essence of these archetypes influences plot dynamics, thematic depth, and even audience interpretation, paving the way for a richer, more nuanced appreciation of storytelling. Adapting mythological plots for contemporary narratives involves reimagining age-old Greek myths to fit modern sensibilities, themes, and contexts. This concept revolves around using the fundamental story arcs and character archetypes found in classical Greek mythology, such as the hero's journey or the tragic downfall, and weaving them into stories that resonate with today's audiences. The significance of this practice lies in its ability to breathe new life into ancient tales, enabling them to reflect current societal issues, cultural dynamics, and personal experiences, thereby maintaining their relevance and appeal across generations. The practice finds its footing in a strong lineage of adaptation. One prominent example is the concept of the hero's journey, made famous by Joseph Campbell, which is derived from numerous myths, including those of Hercules and Odysseus. This narrative framework has been mirrored in iconic contemporary stories such as Star Wars, where Luke Skywalker's journey draws heavily on mythological themes of adventure, self-discovery, and transformation. Likewise, the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice can be seen in modern narratives like the film The Shape of Water, echoing themes of love, loss, and hope against insurmountable odds. Supporters of this adaptation argue that these timeless tales provide a rich reservoir of narrative potential, offering universal themes that can engage diverse audiences. They believe such stories promote cultural literacy and an appreciation for historical wisdom, serving as a bridge between ancient and modern times. However, challenges exist in ensuring these adaptations respect the cultural origins of the myths while simultaneously reinventing them. Critics point out the risk of oversimplification or distortion for commercial gain, potentially losing the nuanced morals and lessons inherent in the original stories. There is also debate over cultural appropriation, as Greek myths have a distinct cultural heritage. Some argue that modern reinterpretations should carefully navigate these waters to avoid erasing or misrepresenting the story's authentic contexts. Despite these challenges, the adaptation of mythological plots influences other aspects of storytelling, serving as a foundation for character development, world-building, and thematic exploration in the narrative arts. By blending the old with the new, these stories contribute to a dynamic dialogue between the past and the present, enriching the storytelling landscape and ensuring the continued vitality of ancient myths in modern culture. Symbolism and themes from ancient Greek myths echo prominently in modern storytelling, serving as a fundamental bridge between antiquity and contemporary narratives. This concept refers to the practice of embedding ancient mythological symbols, themes, and archetypes within modern literature, film, and other forms of media. These mythological elements are not mere relics of the past. They possess universal qualities that allow them to be reinterpreted and molded to reflect present-day cultural contexts, ethical dilemmas, and existential queries. The significance of this point in the scope of Greek mythology in modern storytelling is immense. It highlights the timelessness and adaptability of Greek myths, showcasing their ability to convey messages that resonate across different eras. By employing symbols and themes from these ancient stories, modern creators infuse their works with depth, continuity, and a sense of shared heritage. This intertextual dialogue enriches narratives with a layer of complexity and relevance, elevating the audience's experience by connecting them emotionally and intellectually to humanity's storytelling traditions. Examining real-world applications illuminates this concept further. Consider the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, which draws thematic parallels to the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur, echoing themes of sacrifice, power, and societal structure. Similarly, the film Black Orpheus reimagines the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice in a Brazilian carnival setting, exploring themes of love and loss. These works demonstrate how ancient symbols like the labyrinth, the Minotaur, and characters like Orpheus can be adapted to comment on contemporary issues such as governance, love, and mortality. Supporting opinions argue that these ancient symbols and themes remain vital because they convey fundamental truths about the human experience. Yet, challenges exist. Some may argue that relying too heavily on ancient myths might stifle originality or lead to repetitive storytelling patterns. Additionally, cultural critics might contend that modern reinterpretations can sometimes overlook or misinterpret the nuanced meanings of the original myths to fit modern agendas or ideologies. This point intricately influences other aspects of Greek mythology in modern storytelling. It reinforces the relevance of mythological archetypes in modern character development, plot structuring, and the embodiment of thematic motifs, ensuring that these age-old stories continuously inform and inspire contemporary creators. By weaving together the threads of past and present, ancient mythology and modern storytelling creates a vibrant tapestry that celebrates the universality and ever-evolving nature of human expression.